for the Austrian Grand Prix. On pole position, Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team, 54th career pole, second in a row here in Austria and his fifth of this year. Second, Nico Rosberg, Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team. And third, Nico Hulkenberg, Sahara Force India. Lewis, it was one of those days when I guess it was all about the timing of the switch onto the slick tyre and then actually coming across the line. It must have been extremely exciting, final few minutes of that session.
Yeah, really fun session. Obviously, those sessions that it starts off dry, goes wet, and quite incredibly here, it dries up so quickly. It's like driving through fog at some stages. I think it just added to the excitement of the whole thing. I mean, I'd never driven here in the rain before, so it was definitely, and being a new surface as well, it was very, very slippery, I think. But as I said, it was drying up corner by corner, and at the end, it was about getting the last lap. So the previous lap was a good lap as well. But if I'd finished that lap, I would have been right behind Daniel Ricciardo. So I backed off, which is a big risk, obviously, because if I didn't finish my lap or was a yellow flag, I wouldn't have been able to get pole. But it's the risk that I took, and fortunately it paid off. So very happy with it.
Very well done. Turning to you, Nico, obviously you're second, but it's a bittersweet feeling, I imagine, knowing that you've got to go back 5 places on the grid after the accident this morning and the subsequent gearbox penalty. A shame, really, because your preparations for the race weekend up to that point had been pretty ideal. So tell us about your day and your prospects from here.
First of all, a really unbelievable job from everybody. Even Lewis's mechanics, came onto my car to try and get it out in time. So that was huge team effort. And got it out like 11 minutes to go in Q1, so it was really, really tight and awesome. So that was great. And then, yeah, very exciting qualifying, going dry, wet, dry. It was really, unbelievable how quickly it dried in the end then to get back onto slick tires. And yeah, I mean, I think Lewis just did a good job there in the very end, and that's it, So second, yeah, not of course not first, but it's okay. And the 5 places will be quite costly very costly, of course, for tomorrow, unfortunately. But I'll make the best of it anyways and try and get a good race from there.
Okay, thank you for that. And Nico Hulkenberg, welcome back. Reminiscent conditions-wise and the way you drove of Brazil a few years ago in the Williams days. You must be absolutely ecstatic and set yourself up now, moving up onto the front row of the grid with Nico Rosberg's penalty for a great day. Yeah,
no, absolutely. Actually, it reminded me a lot about Brazil, and I was feeling really good in the car, and it was just, a flashback to back then, and I was feeling really good. And to be honest, I was expecting even a little bit better. So when he said third, I wasn't disappointed, but no, great effort from the team. Not an easy session to be out there on the right time. Obviously, it's all about timings, but the car performed well. We put it together, so obviously a very solid job and a very good starting position tomorrow.
Very well done. And coming back to you, Lewis, on a serious note, obviously we saw a couple more suspension failures during that qualifying session with Kvyat and Perez. What's the feeling amongst the drivers? What's the conversation going to be this evening? Is there any concern there?
I can't speak on behalf of all the drivers, but from me looking at it, obviously those those yellow curbs are quite dangerous. We've now seen a couple of incidences already. One more. I don't know how many more of those it's going to take before a car ends up in the wall and perhaps someone gets hurt. So something we probably have to, I'm sure Charlie and the FIA are looking at, but that's definitely an area that we can improve. I think the idea is good because we don't want to have to, they don't want us running wide and using more, the outside of the circuit, but perhaps another solution is going to be needed.
Thank you.